Okay, so let me ask you a very simple question. Since you have come for this workshop, okay, would you like your child to be successful? However you define successful. Yeah, it's a very obvious kind of a question, right? Now, obviously, what I'm saying is, to be successful, there could be some characteristics that you think are important, right? Whatever is your list. So I want you to take a moment and think of 3 characteristics that you think are important and hence you would like to see them in your child, so that he or she is successful in life. Something that should be part of the child, should be a characteristic in the child, so that the child is successful, or those characteristics help the child to be successful.
Persistence, flexibility, imagination.
Okay, you say persistence, flexibility and imagination to you are important characteristics. Okay, somebody else?
Independent thinking, persistence definitely, and communication.
Thoughtful, compassionate, and passionate.
Perseverant and trustworthy, like keeping their word, sought and hard work.
To be passionate about what he's doing and hardworking. Third, I have to think more.
So my next question to all of you is, if these characteristics, whatever the group said, even if I collect the whole of them, right, how important are these characteristics for the child in his life? Are they important, more important than academics? Are they less important than academics? Are they equally important to academics? How important do you think these characteristics are?
So I thought these are values that you would like them to have in any setting, whether it's academic or sports, or so you want these values to be there in any action they do or any activity they do.
So they're like omnipresent.
They are what drives their life, and that's they'll be successful.
To me, they are more important than academics.
Yes, they are more important than academics to be successful. Yes.
So some of you think that it is more important than academics. One of you said that it is something which pervades all aspects of my life. So if these are so important, right, my question to you is, what are you doing about it? How are you kind of ensuring, not guaranteeing, but at least ensuring that these are there in my child? See, for academics, you have put your child to a nice school, you have put responsibility, you have bought all kinds of resources, even maybe tuitions, I don't know what all. You made a lot of arrangements for the academic parts. So I'm not saying that academics is not important, but I'm saying if this is important, almost as important or more important, all pervasive, then what are we doing about it?
I don't think we're doing anything about it. We're just hoping that the academic environment will provide a lot of these values that we hope they will bring up. So we're not actively doing anything as much as we are doing for academics.
I'm actually being conscious about what I'm doing, possibly thinking that it would actually pass on to my children.
Right. So you are saying that if I model this kind of a characteristic myself, then the child will possibly pick it up, right? There are 2 issues with modeling. While modeling is very important, there are 2 issues with modeling. One issue is that puts a lot of pressure on me. I need to be all the time the perfect person, which is difficult. The second issue is, just because I am a persevering father doesn't mean that the child would be a persevering child. So it doesn't get automatically transferred.
Most of the parents make sure that they get these values with admitting the child to a high class school with paying a lot of fees. That is a measurement.
Interestingly, the schools aren't really focusing on this. In fact, I don't even think it is all right to say that, hey, the school will take care of this. The school has a whole lot of agenda in front of them. They have the maths and the science and the English and the history and so on, and the physical development. So while yes, these will come in that, but the school isn't really focusing on it. So I want you to think about it, that look at it this way, that hey, these are important, and if I'm not doing about it, isn't it time that I at least thought about what I can do, right? Maybe I can do something, maybe all I need to do is a little bit on a daily basis, and that can work wonders. So let me ask you kind of a related question. If you were to work on these consciously from today onwards, now that I have sensitized you, how will you do it? What will you do?
Appreciating whenever the child does something that we feel is valuable. So pointing it out.
Okay, so appreciating.
These are very good, important characteristics to have, but the problem is the schools are not bothered today about these kind of things. And the focus is on study. So I really don't know where to look for this.
Well, I think that's why I am here, to understand how I should go about it.
So let's do a small activity and see how do these characteristics work, right? If we understand these characteristics and how they work, we'll possibly be able to understand how we can help children in developing these on a day-to-day basis, nothing drastic to do. I want you to stand up, right? And the instructions are on the slide. What you have to do is you have to rotate your legs in the clockwise direction, right? Yeah, rotate your leg in the clockwise direction and keep rotating, and while rotating try to write a big 6 in the air with your right hand.
Hands are going in the same direction
of the line.
Okay.
Yeah, rotate right leg and write 6 in the air. That's what you're supposed to do. Simple. Why you keep trying? Others have already given up.
So I keep trying to do it, but my leg goes in the opposite direction or the same direction as the hand actually.
Okay.
So
But you've been trying for a long time.
Oh, I thought it was interesting enough to try.
Okay. Okay. Thank
And
you.
if I tried longer, I may be able to do it.
Now we just did a small activity. Some of you, all of you started doing it. Some of you gave up after 2-3 attempts. Some of you went on to 4-5 attempts, and perhaps only 1 or 2 were standing after some 10-12 attempts. Now, when I was asking you which characteristics are important, a lot of you talked about persistence. Now this was just a small activity. Where is persistence? If you are going to give up after 3-4 saying this is difficult or this isn't going to happen, then where is that success characteristic called persistent? What we are saying is that these success characteristics cannot be taught outside an experience. They can only be learned when a child is doing something, like how you are doing something now. Now if I talk about persistence, it is immediately applicable. You can understand it. Okay, so this is what is persistence. I tried and then I gave up. And we can discuss with the child what happened, why you wanted to keep on trying, like I was discussing with him. Or I can discuss with the child if he gave up, what were you thinking, what were you feeling, how did you want to do it. So I can use an experience to build on the learning of the child. Not that that experience needs to be perfect, not that the child needs to have done it, but the important thing is that the child is experiencing it right now. So slowly he starts he builds his own understanding, he builds his own choices. In fact, he realizes, oh, this is one way of doing it, there is another way of doing it, by being more perseverant, by enjoying it more, and help the child build his own thoughts about it. As he grows and he builds his own thoughts about it, these characteristics or values, if you want to call it, become a part of it.